Hello Tyler, and welcome to GRA 420. This will be a little video feedback on your logo, and I'll also talk a little bit about your website. And it's a good start, I think, as a setting for your work, and I think you'll be able to find a place for it, the branding suite on your website. Here's what I get when I open up the PDF you gave us, and I see 3 sketches. My preference, of course, is for this. It seems to be the simplest. Not sure you meant to have Foundry abbreviated like this. I think I understand your reasons for using RGB. Make sure that it is true red, green, and blue, I think. Also, know that, at least to my ear, that limits you to screen media, since, you know, as you point out in your week 3 discussion, that RGB are the constituent colors of our monitors, all of our monitors. Does that exclude print, though? Are you not interested in print design? Of course, that would be a different color space, CMYK. Well, no matter. I think this typographically is the simplest one. This, you know, it could be interesting, I think, if you made this banner maybe engraved style. You've got some of the types of the 19th century. But I think I find this one to be cleanest and have the most possibilities. Now, I also wanted to mention something about file format. When I try to open this up in Illustrator, notice that I'm missing some of your fonts, specifically Poets Sen 1 and Nixon 1. And for that reason, this doesn't display properly. We do have some fonts in common, though, in my library. So I wanted to point out that you can convert these to outline format. It's a very simple process. Highlight it, type, go up in here, and then create outlines. You have to use the direct select arrow, though, to do that. So watch what happens. Type, create outlines, and then we get the vector versions of these, which you can tinker with. Now, I'd be careful about distorting them, but this way you have vector versions of your fonts that you can manipulate. So just a suggestion that the ultimate file format should be vector for everything, type, and if you have any imagery, like representations of cameras or so forth, those should also be vector file format. Tyler, this is a great start, for a setting. I can easily see both your digital resume, see what you've got currently. Well, you've got a great start towards it. You really don't need much else, really. I'll be looking forward to seeing what you replace this with. But on your portfolio page, perhaps you could put your branding suite. And I see that you've got other projects, like this nice slideshow that you've got. Amethyst Bay, no doubt, right? I remember Town Restaurant from, what was it, GRA 320, I believe? Anyway, it looks like you've got a great start on your website portfolio. And I imagine that you'll find a place to put your branding suite. Perhaps you could include it under here, but and here's a start on your logo. Quite different than what you sketched, so maybe there's some place in between. Good going. This still has promise, so maybe not. Don't forget about that. And remember what I said about what RGB connotes.